West-supplied Ukrainian F-16 seems to have landed its first air-to-air fighter jet kill. As per reports, one of Moscow's fighter jets has been shot down by Ukrainian forces. The Telegram channel fighter bomber, which has close ties with the Russian aerospace forces, looked like paid tribute to the lost Su-34 fighter by simply posting a black-and-white photo with the words "Earth is Sky, brothers." The pro-Moscow Telegram channel, VDV for Honesty and Justice, shared the post, added more detail. "Urgent. Our Su-34 has been shot down. The crew was killed." It further added it was apparently shot down by an F-16, which was over enemy-controlled territory. It also said that the plane had been attacked during an air bomb drop approximately 50 kilometers, that's 30 miles, from the front line. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how Ukrainian F-16 apparently downed the Russian Su-34. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Sukhoi Su-34, NATO reporting name Fullback, is a Soviet-origin Russian twin-engine, twin-seat, all-weather supersonic medium-range fighter bomber or strike aircraft. It first flew in 1990, intended for the Soviet Air Forces, and it entered service in 2014 with the Russian Air Force. Based on the Sukhoi Su-27 flanker air superiority fighter, the Su-34 has an armored cockpit for side-by-side seating of its 2-person crew. The Su-34 is designed primarily for tactical deployment against ground and naval targets that includes bombing, attack, and interdiction roles against small and mobile targets on solo and group missions in the daytime and at night. The jet can reach speeds of Mach 1.8, has a range of 1,100 kilometers or 680 miles, and a service ceiling of 17,000 meters or 56,000 feet. In recent times, the Su-34 has been extensively used in Ukraine for lobbing glide bombs since using long-range cruise missiles in this long-drawn conflict has been proving too costly. One example is the UMPK Fab 1500 M54 bomb. These can fly at least 60 kilometers or 37 miles, depending on the release point. The UMPK Fab 1500 M54 bomb is fitted with a universal gliding and correction mode, basically satellite guidance and pop-out wings. This aircraft and ammunition combination has been used to take out fortified targets that can't be taken out with drones, and this has been one of the most critical challenges for Ukrainian forces. The General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon is an American single-engine, 4th-generation supersonic multi-role fighter aircraft originally developed by General Dynamics for the United States Air Force. Designed as an air superiority day fighter, it evolved into a successful all-weather multi-role aircraft with over 4,600 built since 1976. Although no longer purchased by the U.S. Air Force, improved versions are being built by Lockheed Martin for export. Ukraine said it had received its first tranche of the jets in August following U.S. President Joe Biden finally allowing their provision via third countries. Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Denmark are among a coalition of countries that have pledged more than 85 F-16 jets to Kyiv, which will provide better air power to Ukraine than the Soviet-era aircraft it's relied on. As for the F-16, it's primarily equipped with the short to medium range AIM-9 Sidewinder and beyond visual range AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles for air-to-air engagements. It's compatible with the latest versions of these missiles, which are AIM-9X and AIM-120D, that have a strike envelope of 35 kilometers or 22 miles and 160 kilometers or 100 miles, respectively. F-16 is equipped with an advanced data link named Link 16 that allows it to share information with other aircraft and ground stations, improving situational awareness. With Link 16, military aircraft, as well as ships and ground forces, may exchange their tactical picture in near real time. Link 16 also supports the exchange of text messages and imagery data and provides 2 channels of digital voice, 2.4 kilobits or 16 kilobits in any combination. So the F-16 will have excellent situational awareness, as it will most likely fly with supporting NATO AWACS, or Airborne Warning and Control System. AWACS aircraft can operate outside the Ukrainian skies and still provide valuable inputs to the F-16s. While Deputy Chairman of Russia's Security Council and former President Dmitry Medvedev had warned that NATO personnel actively participating in the conflict will become a legitimate target for the Russian armed forces, it's unlikely that Russia would fire against a NATO AWACS, except if such an asset had entered into Russian territory. Each Su-34 costs around $40 to $45 million. While the Su-34 inflicted a lot of destruction on Ukrainian assets, the fleet has faced a difficult time. Since Russia expanded its conflict in Ukraine in February 2022, Ukrainian air defenses have downed at least 34 of the 2-person supersonic bombers. This accounts for a fifth of all Su-34s ever produced by Sukhoi. Su-34 is a pretty large aircraft without any stealth features, which makes it vulnerable against any modern air defense system or a decent fighter jet. The exact circumstances and the specific missile used for this downing remain undisclosed. If F-16 was indeed involved, this marks the beginning of a new phase in the conflict. Provided that the Ukrainian military can use the F-16 and the West-supplied air defense like Patriot and Iris-T properly, the situation could become extremely difficult for Russians. Not only will the bombing campaigns become much riskier, but this will result in increasing casualties for ground troops. This is also a good morale booster for Ukrainian forces. Viewers may note a lot of work has gone into bringing the F-16 to Ukraine. Tough negotiations regarding who will provide how many and when, extensive pilot training, and figuring out complex logistical challenges. Looks like, finally, these efforts are fetching results.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.